I want to congratulate you all to come on this call. It's going to be a business presentation. Okay, I'm going to do it myself. I haven't done it for a while, and I think it's important for me to refresh and do it also, and give it to you in a way that I personally feel that it is. And I think it's very simple. And I would like to a little bit tell you guys about myself so you know who you're dealing with. Like I said, my name is Staffan Liebeck. I'm 45 years old, young, 45 years young, I like to think myself. And actually soon 46, okay, next month. And I've been in this industry now since actually year 2000, okay? And just for you, if you are new on this call and you don't know what we're talking about and so on, I want to assure you that this is one of the most misunderstood businesses on the planet, okay? It was the same with me when I ran into it, or actually it ran into me in the year 2000, graduating to be a lawyer. And I got presented the concept of networking, okay? I had absolutely no idea what it was all about. And honestly, it's such a misunderstood business that when I had joined already the business and started it, or I thought I started it, I actually bought a package. We're going to get back to that later on. That is not launching your business. That is actually becoming a customer. That is not learning the craft. We're going to speak about that one in a startup training after the business presentation. And I can assure you, and I want to challenge you, if you get involved and you learn the craft, you will learn that this is the absolutely most fantastic industry on the planet. Why? Because you can do it with whoever you choose to do it with. You can do it wherever you choose to do it, and whenever. And you can set the pace. Nobody is telling you that, hey, now you need work, 7 to 5. You can choose to do it a few hours a day. You can choose to do it full time like me, like many on this call. Vittorio, that will speak also in this call, fantastic networker. He will tell you his story also. And there's one thing in common in this industry that I, came to love, over the years. Very misunderstood, and it pays by what you put in. Okay, it is not a lottery. It is actually one of the most fair businesses on the planet, and the only business or sport, hobby that I've seen that you actually can't only win yourself. You need to help people to win. Okay, and that is something that's just been blowing my mind. And the reason for me actually, after a lot of years in the industry, deciding to, despite the hurdles of running an international business like networking, e-commerce globally, despite that is not something that I would enjoy to do, why did I then do it? Two reasons. Number one, we will speak about some problems on this planet that people think we don't have a solution to, that we actually have. And two, I feel very, very thankful for the industry of networking. It's given me all, not only within the networking, but how I think today compared to how I was thinking before. So without further ado, I would like to, give you a presentation about one of the, if not the most incredible concept on this planet. And it's not only me that's been involved in developing it, guys. And remember, we are just getting started. We will evolve. We will change. We will become better. We will become more efficient. We will become more effective in what we do. Guys, we are just getting started. We're about 1 year, old or young, I choose to say. And we learned a lot. So, when you go on to Google, and you start like me asking the grandfather, Mr. Google or Miss Google, don't find those facts to be facts. Find out from the people that's been involved, like Vittorio, a lot of other people on this call. We are a movement, a social capital builder, a cause movement that will stay. Why? Because we have all the recipes, all the ingredients, for becoming a very, very long-term, viable and sustainable business. And also, we are breaking paradigms when it comes to networking. We are breaking paradigms when it comes to plastic pollution. We are breaking paradigms in how you can get paid. And we are not a competition to other networking companies or businesses on the planet. We are simply something that can leverage any business or human being on this planet. So remember that, and there is a reason for us paying you, if you choose to get paid, in the way we do, okay? That is built for empowering also other businesses. So without further ado, I would like to jump into the presentation. We are simply here to discover what the Ecovo is. Why the name of Ecovo and why the rings around it and so on. It stands for ecology and a voice. It stands also for economy, a new way. And it stands for rings on the water, where you as an individual can be involved in many, many ways. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you all to Ecovo. What is Ecovo? It is, like I said, it is a social platform. It is a platform where you can be part of actually amplifying everything around you. You can amplify your social capital, but you can also find out what you see here and discover that we all have in common huge problems that are global on this planet. And most people, they believe that there is no solution. You know, plastic is one of them that we will talk about today, okay? But it's not only plastic, there are other things also that can be more sustainable. But together we have these problems, and it doesn't matter where you come from. You can think that, okay, like me, I was thinking before that I come from Scandinavia. There is not a big problem in Scandinavia. So why should I care about this? No, because the world is connected, as you know. The pollution spreads. It goes into the food system. It goes into the air, like you will discover, and so on. So it is all about, if we can find, I think you agree with that, if we could find a viable way, okay, a viable way of not only taking away the plastic, as you know, most probably, it is everywhere, the microplastics, and it's talked about. But how our commonality not only can help to solve it, but it can also provide a huge financial opportunity. And this was something when I ran into this to convert actually plastic to fuel that we will talk about, you know, here, I was simply amazed about it. Because I was amazed about that I didn't know as a private individual how big the problem was. So when I ran into it, not only, like I said, oh, we can get rid of it, which would be good in itself, but actually create something sustainable out of it. I was simply amazed, and I think you should be too. So why choose then this way of spreading the knowledge? Because in 20 years, when I've been involved in this industry, networking, I never seen something that is so powerful to bring out the message. So forget about you selling products or services. You don't. You're actually being the voice to inform people about the facts. Yes, about the problems that people know about already, but also about a sustainable solution. And that is what we have. But a little bit more about this problem, this threat that we are living with, all of us. One of the biggest problems, if not the biggest, is the plastic pollution. And yes, I knew that it was, you know, in the landfills, especially living here in Southeast Asia. I knew that I seen it in the sea, you know, which is disgusting. I didn't know that there are out floating big, almost like continents in the sea. I didn't know that. And I didn't know that it actually goes up in the air. That I didn't know. So I didn't know how severe it was. And I just want to, you know, swap through a few articles here for you to understand how severe it is. Okay? So these are very credible sources, as you can see, even National Geographic and so on. We have the Washington Post. You know, it's everywhere in newspapers. Obviously now with the pandemic, it's been taking a second seat. But I believe it should be still the first seat. Why? Because people need also financial opportunity. Corona will pass, COVID-19 will pass, but this stays if we don't do anything about it. So also, obviously, I mean, it's in the seas. You've seen it most probably, especially if you've been traveling the world a bit. It's even in islands far, long out in the oceans, you know, you find it. It's everywhere. It pollutes the sea life. It even dies whales from it with having, you know, in the stomach, you know, plastic and so on. It is absolutely not good. It kills the corals. Why? Because they mistake the microplastic for plankton. They eat it, they starve to death and so on. And in the air, like I said, not only from burning, but from being in the sun, rain, and so on, it actually goes up in the air. There are a lot of research done about it, as you can see. And what I didn't know is the following. And this was really when I was waking up, because my opinion is about problems, about solutions, about anything that happens in life is I am not only responsible for things I do, I'm also responsible in my eyes for things I don't do. And I started thinking about my son, my kids. Do I have a responsibility of actually making sure that it becomes better? I believe so, if I can. Because right now, especially in some areas, they're eating up to even a credit card's worth in the weight, so to say, of plastic a week. That obviously can't be good. And it's not only one source that says it. You may believe it or not. I've been finding out that it is that way. So now, if it is this bad, you know, is there something we can do about it? Yes, there is. Like I told you guys before, there are viable ways, okay? There is already a viable solution to not only get rid of the plastic, but also provide an opportunity for people. This is pretty crazy if you think about it. If you ask yourself, okay, is there a problem? Yes, there is. Now, if I could turn it into money actually, would it normally be for me? No, not normally. It would be the big business. I'm sure you agree. So how can this be an opportunity? Or be something where I as an individual can just offset my own pollution? So at least I don't have it on my conscience that I'm polluting every day with this amount of plastic, every year with this amount of plastic. Yes, you can with our opportunity. So like I said, our thing is not selling products and services, you know, it's informing people about an option, a solution that is actually sustainable, where you as a person, as a business, anybody, organization can take your responsibility and become, so to say, plastic pollution neutral, or even make money. So how is this possible? It is possible through one of the companies that are involved in the consortium, where obviously then Ecovo, the brand Ecovo, is belonging. We'll speak about Amplivo, the movement, where you actually can get paid. We come to that soon. So Socium is the consortium, and we have a company that is called Socium Development Company Limited. And that is been doing research for now, quite some time. We've been involved with our own developments. And then for more than a year, we've been sourcing the best solutions on the market. We did some mistakes where we thought that, okay, maybe we should have our own production of machinery and so on. But we fast realized that that doesn't really make sense. How can we as a small company compete with more than 100 different producers of machines that all the time now becomes more efficient? So what we're doing is we're sourcing the right machinery for the right project. We scale it, so to say. And we have already actually now, and we are starting a new one actually, a new unit from an outside actually manufacturer very soon here in Thailand. And it's industrial and it's sustainable, okay? And it's genuine, okay? This is not only us doing it. It's not. There are other companies doing it. But this is, as far as we know, the only way you as a private individual can actually be involved. It's very simple actually how it's done. Plastic goes in. It goes into a chamber where it's melted, where it actually goes up into what? Vapor, and it's actually cooled down after. So in goes plastic, it's eradicated, and out comes actually fuel. This is just one example, guys. So in 1 kilo, out half a liter or more. Now, I have an important notice here, guys. Why? Because don't get hooked up on these numbers, because it is not important. It depends simply on what kind of machinery is chosen for a certain project or location. But it has one thing in common. It cleans up the environment, and out comes one of the most sought after fuels on the planet. Okay? Why? Because it's called advanced biofuel. And more stipulations on the market, European Union, for example, stipulates that the part of the fuel, the energy used on the markets, have to come from what I just mentioned, advanced biofuels. Okay? Why? Because it's a recycled thing. And two, it is actually better for the planet because it has less of a carbon footprint. Okay? Less sulfur and so on. So it is seen to be eco-friendly by the governments. And I think so. We're taking away trash that otherwise would lie in the sea and the hangars get burned. Whatever is done with it, more than most probably 7 trillion kilos around the planet. So yes, there is a supply of plastic, believe me. And it is better than the other options. So that's nice. I think you agree. I a little bit touched it already. What does this have to do with me? What does it have to do with you? Because you can get involved. And no, you do not need to spend thousands and thousands of euros on some packages, products that you never use. You can simply choose how you want to get involved. Ecovo is a social platform that will expand during the next weeks, months, years. And our aim is to become one of the biggest eco-friendly, sustainable platforms on the market. With, yes, e-commerce that builds what? A social capital. Why a social capital? Actually, I learned about social capital from my daughter. And that's pretty funny. She was 12 years old at that moment. We went buying sneakers in a shop, walking in. I know that the sneakers are for the school. I know that they need to be black and white, or actually black in main color, and can be some white on them. Papa, he runs in the shop straight. I see the nicest sneakers I've seen. I'm very excited. And I tells to Sadie, her name is, Sadie, these one are perfect. Let's get these. What she said was actually stunning me. Okay? It was stunning me because I couldn't believe that a 12-year girl was responding like that. Because she said something to me that I'll never forget. Papa, no, they are made in Bangladesh. And I was just, what? Now, don't get her wrong. She didn't mean specifically that Bangladesh would be a bad country. She didn't mean anything like that. What she heard most probably was that kids are maybe making them. They don't care about the environment. And maybe they pay too less for the people that makes them. And this is something that I realized is one of the strongest upcoming things is that people more and more will choose not only based on price and quality, not only based on a brand, but also how is the product or service taken to the market. Okay? Does the company, for example, behind follow a guideline, follow a line that is something that the customer wants to stand for? Maybe I was too old, maybe I'm too old, but I know that the new generation, the people growing up right now, for them it is very important. And I'm very proud of my daughter for doing that and saying that. And in this place, Ecovo, that is building up, as I said, right now, you can choose to be involved in any way that you want. You can be a follower, okay? You can get cashbacks already on a lot of things. You can get offers, deals, and also information about what's going on in the world. What is Ecovo doing right now? Are the news and so on coming? Yeah, you can enjoy building your social capital without spending even €1. It's free to register. And like I said, if you start saving and choosing to become a member here, purchase maybe products and services that you anyway would buy from somewhere, maybe even getting a discount, you will start as a follower building up what I believe is one of the most important things, your social capital. You will also be able to be a supporter. Okay? You can choose anything to support. buying something, donating something, participate in tombolas, participate in deals, trips, you name it. Now, trips are maybe not the, the thing, to promote. And actually it is. The situation with the pandemic won't stay forever. But yes, we need to do something about the global threats that we have. And like I said, one of them is the plastic pollution. You may also become something that we call an influencer. Okay? What is an influencer? It is something like, for example, Vittorio that is on this call have chosen to do. He have chosen to do not only to follow, to support, but to actively, okay, actively be involved in informing people about facts, boosting his social capital, and actually not only earn an income, but being able to actually build up a fortune over time. You can choose to become an influencer, you can choose to become a follower or supporter, but remember guys, whatever level you choose to be on, you will participate in one way or another to make a better tomorrow. You will be able to be involved in change for a better world. And how cool is that? In my opinion, it's pretty fair. Don't you think? It's pretty fair to be able to do that and to be involved in cleaning up. How? Because this platform, because Amplivo that we speak about very soon, which is the influencer network behind that does it actively, all profits after commissions are done, all profits after costs are taken away goes to actually build these units. Okay? They're funding these units that takes away plastic trash, takes away the devastation of what? Plastic pollution, and actually not only eradicates it, but does spit out something that is considered to be the biggest traded commodity on earth, oil. And not any oil, like I said, actually an oil that is more sought after than any other oil. Why? Because it is better for the planet. It cleans up trash. It is considered to be eco-friendly. Now, your involvement is simply getting rid of plastic waste. It is such a simple thing. Become a member, follower, supporter, influencer, whatever you do, you will help. Now, what are the more benefits? And this is something I will only touch. I think you would agree with me that if you are shopping on a platform, supporting a platform that does something, that builds your social capital, and you might even save, that's pretty cool in itself. What we have done is something that is unprecedented, okay? We have found a way to do, this normal reward system, frequent flyer miles, you go to a shop, you get some stamps or whatever it is. Why do the businesses do that? To get you to come back, to give you extra benefit. We found a better way. Why? Because of technology. Maybe you have heard about blockchain and so on. If not, it's something that you definitely will hear about. More and more governments are using it even. Why? Because it's something that you can't manipulate. It's a ledger where you can store information that are transparent. They are seen for everybody. They're public and they can be manipulated. We have done something that for anything that you buy on the platform, in most cases, guys, you will get something on top of the savings, on top of building your social capital that we call FLPs, free loyalty points. Okay? So in most cases, €1 is matched with one FLP, one free loyalty point. It sounds very crazy and very complicated. It's not. It is something that actually you will discover later on that is pretty cool. I will explain it in a very simple way soon. Now, what kind of products and services is it? It's genuine, normal products. You can actually be involved in bringing in merchants on the platform. They can join for free. They can boost deals out for free, give a discount, and part of the discount, it is a very simple system, will go towards cleaning up the planet. So it's not something that costs them extra. So if you think about it, do you know any merchant that wants more customers? I think you do. Do you know any merchant that would want to be involved in boosting their social capital? I think you do. Do you know any merchant that would, by giving a small discount that normally would go towards paid marketing to get a customer acquisition going? I mean, it's a pretty win-win deal. So you name it. Travels, local stores are invited, fooding, taxis, rental cars, developments, you name it. But only things that are not political or religious, because we are very, very keen on being something where everybody can enjoy it and nobody feels that it's not for them. Now, this FLP that I spoke about, what are the values? Actually nothing in the beginning. It's very important to understand that. There is a specific algorithm, you know, it's pretty complicated, the mathematics and so on. But I will explain it to you in a very simple way. Like I said, it is something that is public. It is something that we can't change. It is something that you, once you have it, nobody can take it from you. I want to explain to you how the value is built up. It is very simple, because these units that are funded by the profit on the platforms, the percentage of a unit, for an example. But in this case, let's take an example that 100% of the machinery is funded by the platform, the products and services sold there, and yes, the profit that is left is put towards it. You know what, guys? Do you agree with me that a machinery that, for example, then takes 6 million kilos of plastic waste and spits out 3 million liters the first year? Next year it's the same. The following year it's the same. The year after it's the same. Maybe some preparation on the machinery, maybe replacing. But now, listen very carefully. These tokens that you get, these Susnova tokens, they are the only trading currency for all the fuel that spits out. And they are limited in their amount. I'm going to make it very clear for you. We take a very simple example. Let's say that these machines would produce 1 liter of fuel daily. And let's say that these Susnovas would be 10 in an amount, to make it very simple. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if the tokens that are on the blockchain that are non-manipulatable don't increase, but the fuel increases and comes out daily, what happens with the token? Does it become less valuable or more valuable over time? Now, I want to point out, having said this, yes, you can redeem these free loyalty points. Yes, you can redeem them to Susnovas, and you will be able to participate in the oil sales indirectly by pushing out them on the market for trading and so on. But ladies and gentlemen, listen very carefully. This is a long-term sustainable project. We have a business plan that is more than 10 years long. So if you think that this is a lottery, you will get some tokens, you will trade them to become very rich, you know, overnight, next month, or even next year, think again. This is something that on top of all what I said before, the savings, boosting your social capital and so on, we want to thank the people in a very, very sustainable way. And the ones that understands this and keeps them are the true winners. That is why you, by participating in education, information, and over time learning about it, you will be very, very happy when you keep them. Okay? This is something you can ask more about if it interests you. But if you only want to support, this is just a benefit, an extra bonus for you being loyal, building your social capital and so on. But like I said, if you want to have a greater impact, very simple way. The only thing that is the difference between you as a normal customer, supporter, follower is an influencer for as little as 95 euros. Okay? Business in your pocket that you can do anywhere with anyone, okay? And anytime you choose to do. The system does it for you, calculates your commissions. It gives you on top even access to cool campaigns, marketing tools, back offices, commission structures, and you name it. 95 euros. And specific campaigns even designed where you can boost your business. That's pretty cool if you ask me. And then you can actually start to get paid. So this is in a nutshell, guys. You can be a customer, you can be a follower, supporter, or you can do like me, you can do like Vittorio, the other people on the call that already are boosting their social capital and gaining cash commissions, okay? Not only savings as a customer, but cash commissions based on, yes, all the customers that they have brought on the platform. It's very simple. You have a link, you send it out to the people that register. Everything that they buy in the future, part of it will be commission for you, and very, very large chunk of commission actually. That's pretty cool. You do yourself a favor, you do your friend a favor, a business a favor, once and sign them up in the system for free, you will start to get commissions. On top of this, you can actually also, yes, not only from the customers you do, but from everyone that comes through them, you can also get team bonuses. If you ask me, by using what you already have, your network, getting a business license once, on top of it, using the Ecovo that will grow over the months, become better and better and better over the months, get boosted, leveraged, and so on, using what you already do, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, WhatsApp, Pinterest, we already do all of these today. We have our network and so on. You can actually get paid for something that you would do anyhow. That is why we call it learn to earn with Amplivo. Because this is not the lottery. This is not something, you know, that is very strange. It's been around for more than 100 years, this kind of business. It is something just that you, like any other place, becoming a doctor, engineer, lawyer like me, you study for years, okay? So do you agree with me that it would make sense that you also would need to learn how this works? The cool thing is, ladies and gentlemen, that you actually get paid for it, okay? You get paid for studying. Don't expect it to be a lot from the beginning, because you learn. We will do mistakes. We will learn. I would say you invest 3 hours per day if you're going to be, if you want to become really successful, 3 hours per day for a year. Is that too much to ask to after or during the time start earning more than you most probably do from your normal day job? Not if you ask me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not only do you get these FLPs that you can redeem if you choose to do so into tokens that trades the fuel, you get it on all the commission that you earn. How cool is that? And that is why this is one of the absolutely most powerful ways of getting paid on the market today, because we are also paying a huge percentage in commissions. But on top of it, the cash commission that we just spoke about, you can actually also get rewarded what I consider to be what? A retirement fund. Okay? Use the cash that you get, pay your bills, go on a trip, buy something to reward yourself. These FLPs and the tokens to Snavas, save them, because you will thank me later on. We, from a company standpoint, and me as a founder of the concept, I can tell you that this is something that will stay. Many people thought, you know, okay, it will come and it will go. I can tell you guys, if this is the last thing I do, this one stands. Why? Because I owe it to the industry. I got everything, like I said, from the industry myself. But also, I actually want my kids to be able to eat the food, breathe the air. And I believe that we have a responsibility. We as human beings, as people on this planet, we have, yes, in my opinion, we have a responsibility towards the planet in itself also, and towards our kids, and towards our friends. And that is the reason for us doing this. And I believe that it is pretty fair to get paid for building social capital and doing something that is good. I want to thank you guys for your time so far. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen in to us.